Contingent call. Can you believe we are about 6 weeks away from the big event? Really looking forward to having everybody join us in South Africa. I know there's been a flurry of emails back and forth and invoicing and things like that. So I know everybody's busy. I know the team has also been busy. So let's give you a bit of an update where we find ourselves. Today, we're going to welcome everybody. I hope you feel very welcome. Then we are just going to have a quick safety update, talk a little bit around the registrations and payments, slight update on some of the activities and for some of the IST. Then we're just going to talk about the cultural day again. We have had some questions regarding the cultural day, so we'll cover that in a second. We're going to talk a little bit about merchandise and then, of course, at the end, some questions. So we'll get through as much as we can in the time we have. So let's get started. I'm not going to reintroduce the team. Sorry, a lot of the team is not on the call today. It is a long weekend in South Africa, so a lot of them are probably out and about. The 16th of June is Youth Day in South Africa, and it is actually this year's the 50th anniversary of the Soweto uprising, where the youth of South Africa stood up for their rights. And it was one of the, which is quite nice because it's one of the stops on the Joburg tour. So the Hector Peterson Museum, the site where Hector Peterson was, I don't know if you've seen that famous photograph of him being carried by his sister. So that's the site and that's the occasion. So I think it's a great opportunity to be taking youth to see what youth were doing to stand up for their rights 50 years ago. So anyway, bit of a sidetrack, but so a lot of the the team are out and about over the weekend. So thanks, Dawn, Callan, for joining. I wonder. So just a quick update, safe from harm. I know at the last call we had Wayne, our CEO, join us. Um, Post that there were some concerns raised further around what's happening in South Africa, and or Scout South Africa rather, um, released an official statement. I'd just like to emphasize again that we are doing everything to keep you safe. The violence towards foreigners or African nationals is isolated to certain parts of the country. It's specifically around. Um, Sorry, are you not seeing my slides? Can you not
I
see my
don't.
slides?
I don't, but I
Oh,
don't know if it's
The
just
Maybe-
me
slides,
or not.
the slides are being
can see them.
displayed.
let me try again.
Maybe exit and re-enter, and then let's see if that works.
Okay, I'll try. Thanks.
All right, I have just shared again.
Yeah, it's working.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Dawn. All right, let's let Thomas back in. All right, so sorry, as I was saying, we are doing everything we can to keep everybody safe. We think there's a low risk of anything spreading towards Arrow Park or any places that we will be. But as a precaution, we would like to ask the heads of contingent to please reach out. Oh no, spelled his name wrong. Sorry, Robert. Robert Hill, and just make us aware of your travel arrangements. When are you arriving? Which port of entry you're going to be arriving at? This will just help us to ensure that there's someone from a volunteer there to meet you. And then we also ask that when traveling or when arriving in the country, just to be wearing your scarf or your uniform so that you're easily identifiable and people can see that you are part of the event and you have tourism reasons or reasons to be in the country or something like that. So these are just precautionary measures, but we're just asking everybody to please work with us in this regard. Also, just put there on the slide some, if you would like to use and you're not sure about reputable transport companies to help get you from the airport or the bus station to the site. If you're not going to be using something like Uber, those are the three bus companies we've been engaging with. SA Coach Charters would be our top choice. But then there are Triple T Bus Hire and Orbis Tourism Services that you also can reach out to if you want to arrange transport. So just an update on that. Any questions on this before I move on? I know this is quite a topic and it's been in the news a lot and stuff. So I'm happy to pause here and take any questions. Jeff, did you have a... Okay, let's go with you, Ben, first.
It's a related question, but it's slightly different. Understanding that South Africa is very far from the Congo, there are some concerns here about contingency plans if anyone was to get sick with anything. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about safety plans or policies if there were to be an outbreak of any sort of illness on camp.
Yes, absolutely. So we are working. So we have we are contracting with a third-party health and service provider who is someone who does this for a living. So we are not taking any chances when it comes to health and safety. So they are very much connected to all the local hospitals and authorities within the Benoni and Gauteng region. I can't talk to the specifics of the plan. We're still busy hashing some of that out, but all those contingencies will be set up as part of our health and safety and our approaches and things. I can maybe give you some further details at a later stage, Ben, but very much aware that there's things happening and we'll take every precaution to keep people safe.
Great.
There hasn't really been a big concern in the country of recently, but we'll continue to monitor the situation. Cool. Lazarus?
Yes, thank you so much. It's good that we are already putting in clarifications with regard to safety issues. It was a major concern by my team in Zambia, looking at what is actually happening in SA right now. They were also just trying to get in touch with me, finding out to check how safe we are, especially that they've seen what's happening to the foreign nationals. So we really need this assurance that we will truly be safe in case this situation that is happening in SA continues, because everybody is actually worried. Sure. So it's great that already some of those points are coming in on how we need to present ourselves just to be safe.
Absolutely. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Lazarus. Appreciate that. All right. Any other further questions on this? We can always come back to it at the end. So that was just the update on keeping everybody safe. If we look at registration and some key dates between now and the event, so registrations are now officially closed. We do realize there are some latecomers, so we are working with some specific contingents and countries and NSOs to help them. But we do need to kind of be directionally there with our numbers, and I'll talk to those in a little second. So I think everybody by now has been invoiced. If you have not yet seen your invoice, please reach out to Rochelle and the team. I know they are doing a bit of a mammoth task, a lot of emails back and forth between the different countries. So please, if you have any concerns, you have any questions, please raise them via email, and the team will be out. Please, if we can then also ask just to pay those invoices in a timely manner, we would really appreciate that. So that's really the main focus now. As we've said before, IST arrival and registration is happening on Thursday. I've said they're opening at about noon, But if you find that you're arriving early, we will be on site. So if you do find that you're arriving in South Africa a little bit early, it's fine. We might just let you on site and then do the official paperwork or something once you've from 12 o'clock, just to give us a chance to set things up. Friday is then the full day of IST training, focusing on safe from harm, cultural nuances, and then, of course, role-specific training. So that's going to be quite a full day. Aaron and the team are putting together some really nice material to cover that. And then on Saturday, the participant registration opens at 9 o'clock in the morning. Registration will then be between 9 and, well, until people are registered, with the opening ceremony happening at the site at 2 o'clock. So that's just to give you a window of where, so if we can try register everybody between 9 and 2, that would be fantastic. So by the end of this month, everybody will receive a welcome email before the end of the month. It will just highlight some of the key things, maybe some links to some of the bulletins, just to make sure everybody's got the same information. Some key things that will be part of that email will be the code of conduct that we'll ask everybody just to sign. Very similar to what was very standard and very similar to what was done at Portugal. There will be some pre-training that everybody can do on the WASM training site, things like pre-event training. We're just busy updating that to make it South Africa specific or event specific, so we'll be getting links to that. Then there will be a link where you can, for participants, to then rank their shot left preference. So which of the 5 adventures you'd like to be involved in, and then as well as the IST catalog and instructions of how to rank your preference of role of IST. So our main aim is to have all of that out in that email by the end of the month. If the sooner we can get it out, the better. We are just finalizing some things. Then just to ensure, as a reminder, when you are arriving, Rochelle asked me, if you have not already shared your letter of good standing for either your contingent or as individuals, please make sure that gets to us before you arrive in the country. Signed copies of the code of conduct. Everybody needs to sign the conduct or be aware of it. So if you haven't sent it to us, you'll need to sign it at on arrival. And then the safe from harm training certificate, proof that you've completed the training, and then the medical and travel insurance. Just these are some of the things that we've taken out of the registration to ease the process, but it is still very key information that we need to get from everybody before anybody's officially registered as part of the event. So a little bit of admin, but it's all just there as part of keeping everybody safe and making sure that everybody has a good event. At this stage, are there any specific challenges that people are facing with the invoicing or the payments? Is there anything that we can assist with you with, or anything we need to be aware of? Happy to take those questions now. Lazarus, I'm assuming that hand is still from earlier.
Yes, let me even drop it.
Okay. Good. Yes, Laura.
I just wanted to check if you had received a payment for Mauritius.
I am not 100% sure. I haven't got the details with me, but I'll ask the team to check and let you know, Laura.
Perfect, thank
They
you.
are keeping a tracker. I just haven't personally seen the latest version, but I will double check.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Perfect. We'll continue. So just a reminder that the early bird early payment discount is no longer available, but if you are more 10 or more, the pay for 10 get one free deal is still available to the A to C countries. So just look out for that. I think the team's been quite good at including that on the invoices, but just have a look out. Keep your eyes open for that. Just a bit of an update on the number, just in case you're curious. We're looking at the moment more than 430 people attending from 38 countries across the globe. 22 countries being represented from Africa, 8 from Europe, 2 from North America, 5 from Asia, and then 1 from South America. So I think it's a really nice mix of local and global representation, and I think it's going to really lead to having a really good event. So thanks all of you for being part of that. With the numbers being clearer now, we have had to make some tweaks to the program to improve the logistics. So Peter, I don't know. Yes, Peter, you're on the call. I don't know if you do want to talk to it, or you're happy for me to just give a quick overview. Peter was busy doing some service work at Arrow Park. So, there, Peter.
Give me a second here.
No problem. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot.
Sorry. Sorry. I was just trying to navigate my. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so basically what we've done is we've cut it down from 4 sub-camps to 2 sub-camps, just so that when you're doing rotations, you still have a decent number of people doing them with you. We also took that chance to move the off-site activities to the middle of the week, because that means there's a better chance we'll have the campsites and spaces to ourselves. The other thing, the other slight change we've made to the program is that we have pulled out the visit to Modderfontein and the tour of BP history as an afternoon when we're coming back from the off-site activities, which leaves the Johannesburg tour day to focus on Soweto and Johannesburg CBD. So those are the changes, and it's really just about making sure that the IST will then also have more of a chance to try out different roles, because if you were on program, each program activity only runs for 2 days now instead of 4. So the IST who were doing that can get involved with other activities too, and have a bit of flexibility about when they take their day off.
Brilliant. Thanks, Peter. Yeah. So I think some nice changes. I think we're being flexible, but still some very exciting things. A lot of the stuff is really coming together nicely. I wonder. So I'm just showing a video. Yeah, I don't think the sound will come through, but this is an example of the moot bot. Peter, if you don't want to, maybe just talk and explain what they're seeing on the screen.
Sorry, Damien, I'm technically challenged here today, but basically everybody will get one of these robots at the Fabric base, and it's programmable. You will build the body of the robot, and we're working on the software at the moment where you'll be able to program it either, being a World Cup year, we're going to play some robot football with them on the day. But we also hope that somebody sets up a little robot fight club in the back of their tent somewhere to test out these robots. All the software will be open source. You program it from your phone, so people will be able to take them home with them and use them in activities at their crews and their troops at home.
Yeah. So very, very excited. This is coming together really nicely. This is just one of the things that you can look forward to. There's also, together with things like the obstacle course at the Gijima base, there's some really nice cultural activities putting together with around the vigil bases. I'm really excited about the things that are coming together, and I think everybody's going to have a really good time. We've also done a slight tweak to the layout. So again, with the reduction in numbers, it makes the logistics. We've had to just adjust our logistics slightly. So as Peter mentioned, we're only going to have 2 sub-camps. The one being Inyanga, it means moon, and the Letsatsi, which is sun. So playing to our star theme and our higher and higher. And then within each of those, there'll be 5 paths linked to the 5 shot left adventures. And then within each of those paths, there'll be probably between 3 and 4 patrols, between 6 to 8 participants, and being supported by 2 to 3 advisors. So really, then together with that, we are as I think I've mentioned before, the different IST roles that you'll be able to choose from will be sub-camp staff, advisors, and then, of course, the activities staff, so running bases, running some of the exciting bases that Peter's putting together, the shot left activities, etc., etc. The media team, joining Dawn and her team, putting together social media contact, getting the communications out across the site. The campsite team, so joining Callan's team, quartermasters, assisting with maintenance, security, the joint operations center, etc. The transport team, so bus marshals, getting people to and from the buses, helping with the logistics of that. The safety team, the safe from harm team, so if anybody are listening ears or want to be part of the listening ears or help out at the camp hospital, doing also, doing some perimeter walks and security. Then, of course, the all-important catering team. So there's roles there helping with food packing, getting all the food and things ready for people. Excuse me. There's work around work cooking itself, helping with cooking, so cooking for the IST specifically, and then of course cooking quartermasters, getting the food out and logistics and making sure everybody's camp cooking equipment is working. And then the ceremonies and VIP team with Paige. That's quite a core team. They helping with the opening ceremony on the Saturday, the closing ceremony the following Saturday, the cultural day, and then during the week helping with the VIP tent, entertaining the big wigs and all the people who come and visit. So there's a nice variety of roles across. There will be a short catalog going out with that email that I spoke about, and then you can rank your preferences of where you would like to be involved. And then we will see how best we can fit people in. So there'll be a little link. You go and say, I want to do these three. There'll be a place where you can put a little paragraph about your experience. If you are a paramedic or an IST as a paramedic or wants to be involved with the safety team, that kind of stuff, then at least we're putting people in the right roles. Or you're a chef and you want to come and use those skills to support us. That's the kind of thing that we're looking for. So that's just a bit of an update of the logistics and how the whole camp's been put together. Just a reminder, so we will have the 5 opportunities for the IST to do some fun things. We're just ironing out some pricing for the different events, especially the Soweto bungee jumping, the Lion and Safari Park, and the Apartheid Museum. We just needed to see how the program was updated, where we can slot the different things in. But everybody will get an opportunity to choose one of these 5, and we'll see. I think based on where we are now, most IST, or I almost want to say all IST, will get the opportunity to do the Joburg tour included. We just got to figure out a couple of things, and then there'll be your off day where you'll be able to go and do one of the other events. There have been some questions raised by some people around, will there be opportunities to do kind of sightseeing and things during the independent sightseeing and stuff during the event? I think the short answer is no. We've kind of put together a fun program, and we've quite a jam-packed program. And while there is some downtime, I don't think it's really long enough to go off and do some sightseeing of your own, and then also makes it difficult for us to keep track of where people are and if there's any issues or something goes wrong. So if you would like to do some sort of pre-tour or post-tour, you're more than welcome to, but I would encourage that during the event itself, encourage your participants to stay engaged with the program that we've put together, and we can then stick together. There's going to be plenty of stuff. Excuse me. We actually haven't touched on it in any of the slide packs, but some of Peter and I were going over some of the evening activities, and there's some really fun evening activities being arranged from the program team, everything from quiz nights and I can't remember what the other one was. There's also going to be kind of plaza talks, stargazing opportunities. We're trying to get someone who's summited Everest to come and talk to participants. There's going to be the Taiwan Jamboree Moot, sorry, the Taiwan Moot is going to be there. They're going to be giving a talk on the next World Moot. There's some really nice evening activities to keep people engaged and over and above what we're doing inside the formal bases and things. So a lot being arranged and a lot being put together. So really looking forward to an exciting event. There's also been a lot of questions just on Cultural Day. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes just to remind everybody what's happening on Cultural Day. So Cultural Day is going to be the Friday where, and this is really your opportunity as a contingent to highlight your country. There will be tables and a table available for each country. And you'll be able to put your flag out. You'll be able to, maybe if you want to bring some sweets, or you want to come and kind of do a traditional game that you want to play with people. And really, this is then the opportunity for other participants to drift around, see what other scouting countries get up to, what makes them, as we've said before, if you want to share special food or something, we can help and assist you with Kate with getting it. But really, like, this is your day. You can plan how big you go with it. And that's just the stalls. There's also going to be opportunity for different countries to host, maybe dance workshops or put on a skit or put on a performance on the stage during the day. This is also a day that we're opening up to scouts in the region. So there might be a few people visiting who aren't exactly part of the moot itself. So it's really a great opportunity to showcase scouting across the world to our local scouts and rovers and things. So very excited for this opportunity. So please, if there's anything specific that you want or you need and you think might be a little hard to organize during the week, reach out to us beforehand, let us know. This is really your day to showcase what it is to be a rover across the world. Peter, I just saw your hand went up. I don't know if you want to add something.
It was just to say that this will be the open day as well. So we will have visitors from Scout South Africa on site as well. So it's a good chance to show off not just to the fellow rovers on the camp, but everybody who's coming to visit.
Yeah. And you don't need to man it if you feel you don't know, if you want to just put a static thing up, maybe print some pieces of paper or some posters and stick them on a table, or really, you're all scouts, you're all creative. I'm sure you'll come up with some really nice things. So please make use of this opportunity. I think the more the different countries get involved, the better the event will be on the day itself. Yes, Quincy.
Hi everyone. I just wanted to clarify something. So we are going to get one table in, like, it's going to be a big tent, or each one of us we are going to get like a gazebo, because just to be able to plan how we want to decorate the gazebo or the place that we are going to have, specifically how will it be?
I think we're going to go for the gazebo route. I don't think there will be a big, so everybody will be probably either between 2 and 3 meter, so either 2x2 or 3x3 gazebo, and then you will have a trestle table, so a gazebo and a trestle table and a couple of chairs. I think that's yeah.
Okay, and will there be like electricity or anything, just to know what we're going for?
Ooh, we have not thought of that. I almost want to say that's going to be quite tricky to get 38 PowerPoints across to the different tables. Might be a bit tricky. So if you can plan something without electricity, that would be helpful.
Okay, all right. So
I'm just thinking, yeah, because we think it will be on the
electricity.
parade ground, around the edges of the parade ground. So to run cables to all the different places is going to be a bit tricky.
Just because we are going to have a kettle, because we are going to make like Mauritian tea and everything. So it would have been practical for us to have a kettle on spot, and so a point of electricity would have been necessary for our team.
We can do a gas kettle. That would be possible. So when the patrols or the crews will be doing be cooking on gas almost exclusively during the event. So there will be gas stoves and gas kettles available.
Okay, do we have to send a mail or anything to inform about this so we get it when we're here, or
No,
will
I
it
think we can make a plan for that on the day. That'll be easy enough to organize.
all right. Do you have anything to talk about electricity? Any slides today concerning the electricity point for the contingent, or anywhere where they can put?
I didn't, but what we will do, I think we've spoken about it in a previous call. Each subcamp is going to have a subcamp hub, and in that hub is going to be PowerPoints for the participants to charge devices and things like that. So there will be charging points across. We won't be able to in each
Will
paths
it be paid
camp, but at the subcamp level there will be.
Like, will it be
Sorry?
paid ones or free ones?
No, just power. Just be plug points. It's not like a charging booth. It'll be for free.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Good. We haven't spoken about plugs, but just out of interest, we South African plugs normally are, we have like a 3-point plug that we call it, but you can there can be 2-point. We also use the 2-prong European plug. So if you can bring 2-point plugs, that would be useful, or you'd have to get a converter or something along those lines. Peter, I see your hand.
Yeah, the important thing, I think, mostly for Ben and Jeff is that it's 220 volt, not 110. So you'll need a transformer as well as an adapter. But yeah, the 2-pin Euro plugs, so not the round Shuko one, but the 2-pin one in the diamond shaped socket is your best option for chargers.
Perfect. Thanks, Peter. Cal, I saw your hand.
Sorry, just for everyone to know, they are called C-type plugs or D-type plugs. And you can quite easily get an adapter anywhere. But yeah, 220 volt C-type or D-type plugs is what we use.
Cool. Thanks, Cal. So I think maybe there's the key point, just again, because it is going to be open plug points and people, I think it's going to be important that we all just are conscious that we don't hog plug points and things, so that everybody gets an opportunity. I would encourage, what works quite well is if you bring power banks, a couple of power banks, and you rather charge the power banks than your devices, and then you can get a couple of charges out of your power bank. I think that has worked really well on previous events that people have gone to. So just encouraging people, try get a 10,000 or 20,000 power bank. Maybe between 2 or 3 people, that could be quite useful. All right. I'm trying to think, what else did I have? Oh, there was also a question previously around the flag dimensions. So for those coming outside of African countries, if we could please ask you to bring a flag. It's a bit difficult for us to source those flags, but if you do have a flag and it's the 150 centimeter to 90 centimeter flag or somewhere close to it, that would be really useful, and we'll make use of that at the opening and closing ceremonies. And we have a special place where we're going to be putting the flags up and things. So if you can bring a flag, that would be great. Cal, is your hand still up, or is it the old hand? Not. All right. When it comes to merchandise, yeah, I know we had a bit of a flash sale that was not our part of our original plan, so I do want to apologize. What happened is that our suppliers surprised us by saying that they need a much longer lead time than we originally thought. So thank you for those who did get some pre-orders in. Unfortunately, that was really for the sized items, so the hoodies and the t-shirts. There will be a limited amount of hoodies and t-shirts available for sale at the event, but you can go and you can go back if you haven't had a chance, if you want to buy some sort of memorabilia. The caps, the beanies, the buffs, and the coffee mugs are still available on the website to pre-order, and there will be again limited stock available at the event itself. We couldn't do, because of the reduced number, we just couldn't take the risk to order too many things up front, and then I'll be drinking out of say moot mugs for the rest of my life or something if we don't sell it all. So we're just being thrifty and prudent there. So yes, sorry, scarf. Everybody will get a scarf and everybody will get a badge. We might have a couple of extra badges for sale, but everybody will get a scarf and a badge, and there won't be additional scarves available for sale that we are foreseeing at this stage. So thanks to Dawn and her team, I think the merchandise is looking really nice. I'm specifically a big fan of the buff. So please encourage your participants to get some orders in and take a piece of memorabilia with you. Of course, also maybe not as a bit of a side note, please feel free. There's going to be lots of opportunity for badge swapping and things. So make sure your contingents and your participants bring enough badges for contingent badges and things for badge swapping. I will have a few myself. I would love to have a patch from everybody. So please, I've seen some really cool designs floating around on the internet, so it would be great to see those at the event itself. So really encourage. I think that was one of my highlights from Portugal. So I really encourage people to bring things to swap. And then, of course, I think we spoke about it at the last meeting. The HOC WhatsApp group has been created. I did not see a lot of people join in it. We did send out an email, and it did go out as a message in the previous meetings chat. But if you have not yet joined it, here's the QR code. Please snap it and join the group. I think it will be closer to the time. A lot of information will be shared there. And if you have any quick questions, maybe you have a question that everybody else is also thinking about, please feel free to post them there. We will continue to keep emailing things, but sometimes it will just supplement that with the WhatsApp messages. And of course, I'm sure by now you know how to get hold of us. Continue to follow along on our social media sites. Reach out to us via the email address if you have any questions. I think Rochelle and Nikki and Debbie are monitoring it consistently, and we'll do our best to get message responses out as quickly as we can. Right. Any questions? Anything that's on anybody's mind that I may not have covered as yet?
Hello.
Hi,
Manuel from Nigeria.
Yes.
Yes, I want to quickly speak on the invitation, because we're actually expecting that we'll get invitation so that we'll pursue the application on time. Put into consideration
Are you saying about
that
the visa invitations?
Yes.
Yes. I think there was an email in the last week from Rochelle. If you have not got your visa letters yet, I know some countries have asked for specific things to be added and stuff. Please email Rochelle and ask her for that. You're more than, if you have paid, you're more than welcome to start getting your invitation letters.
Okay.
So yes, those have started going out. So if you haven't, just follow up with her, please. Yes, Quincy.
Yes. When is the next newsletter? Our participants are looking forward for the next one. Last meeting, it was said that one was supposed to be out, but we're still waiting, I think.
No, that one was released. That 2 days after the last meeting.
And is another one gonna be released?
No, so
Soon.
then we won't have another bulletin. As I was saying at the beginning of the call, we'll be sending out an individual email to each participant with the last details needed before the event. So, but by the end of the month, everybody will be getting a personal email with
Okay.
the last details that they need before they come.
So it's still on for the 1 day for the participants who are coming before and are staying for 1 day after. It's still gonna be a free
Yes.
stay.
Yes. So any day from the 30th, this campsite will be available. As I said, there just won't be catering. We'll see some of those food vendors might set up on the Friday, but the camping facilities are available for free of charge.
Fine, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, there. Peter just confirming 3 days before, 3 days after at no charge. Arrow Park's been very kind to assist us in that way. Any other questions, thoughts, comments? Not. I'm taking silence as a no. So yeah, team, very excited to have you all come. I think the organizing team is having, I don't want to say sleepless nights because that sounds bad, but I think we're very excited. I think we've been at this for a couple of months now, and it's very exciting to have this coming so close. We are genuinely very excited to welcome you all to South Africa, and we are going to make sure that we have put on the best event possible. So really looking forward to it. As always, reach out on WhatsApp, send an email if you have any further questions. I hope we have given you enough information to make your trip to South Africa an enjoyable one. We don't want anybody, and that your participation at the event. If you feel that there's anything we haven't shared yet, or there's some detail that we haven't given enough information on, please let us know. We'll make sure that we cover it and we get that messaging out. Yes, Cal.
No, sorry, that was a mistake.
All right, no problem. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. I think we have one more of these scheduled for next month, hey, Dawn?
This was the last one that was scheduled, but I definitely can schedule another one at about the same mid-month kind of mark.
That will give us 2 weeks before the event. Yes,
Yeah.
maybe that's a good one. So we'll schedule one more. I don't think we'll have a formal agenda. I think we've covered a lot, but we'll just cover some of the key messages and things before people start to travel and start to arrive. But please don't wait for that. If you have questions, fire them off via email, WhatsApp, whatever's easiest for you. Smoke signals and pigeons might be a bit difficult, but the rest we should be able to manage. All right. Everybody, have a great day. We'll chat again soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.